but going through this class, I have found that I do like math a lot. I've actually starting to take more classes in the accounting business because that's what I want to be now, and this class is actually the thing that helped me to become that.
Really what we want people to understand is that people just learn differently. And so we have finally come to that realization that everybody is not a lecture, homework, repeat person. Some people learn just fine that way, and some people don't learn that way, and they need it kind of explained differently, or they need to be able to come to some conclusions themselves.
Algebra Investigations is for students who like to talk through their answers before having to commit to an answer. They like to share ideas and then build their ideas based off of ideas from other students. The students generally share one little thought that they might have or one thing that they noticed, and then the other students get to build upon each other's answers. And then as a team, they get to come together and decide on the best way to answer a problem. However, this is also great for students who don't like working through a problem in one way. Students get to come up with a variety of different ways to talk through or work through a problem, and there are a lot of different ways we can go about problems, and that's what's really awesome about this class, is that we don't have to go through the exact same steps every time to get to a final answer.
The investigations class allows the students to kind of be more in control of their learning and answering and solving of problems. They still incorporate those algebra standards. They still receive feedback. They still have to do homework. But I would say if you walk into a classroom, the difference is going to be your noise level and your teaming almost every day in investigations.
The math lab is something we've incorporated to go along with Algebra Investigations. So that way, if a student just feels like they want some extra teacher time, they want some time just kind of making sense of the math, maybe time to get a little extra help on their homework, they do different activities in that class that kind of build upon things that they're doing in the regular class. They'll also front load material, which means that they'll teach some things before they get to the class so that they kind of have a general idea of what's going to happen. But the other thing that we use in Algebra Investigations is the idea of productive struggle. And so we use those real world tasks and let kids really kind of think about those tasks first before we lecture. So that way they can struggle and they can kind of make connections in their brain. And really research finds that kids actually, their brains grow when they do that struggle at first. So we try to keep a healthy balance between over struggle and under struggle and try to keep it right there in the middle.
After taking this course, I feel so much more confident in math, and not only just in math, I feel so much more confident in all my classes. It's really helped me get out there and talk to people. I used to be stuck in math all the time, and I used to get in this little mind block, and now I'm not doing that, and I'm figuring out the problems, and it's just helped me to become so much more confident and so much more social and be myself more.
Well, Algebra Investigations is really about, instead of getting students to learn like we teach, it's more about getting teachers to teach like they learn.